When you jump into something feet first without looking at who you are aligning yourself with, this is what happens. Shock, surprise, disgust. Watch to the end to understand just how devastating this can be.
So I looked into other things, into other religions or whatever, and when I got into Islam, I try to be more open-minded and continue my search for the truth, but Islam is the one that stood out all the way.
So you want to follow a man who owned and sold black slaves?
Well, I mean, it depends how you word it, because it's the thing, though, as far as, like, my research and what I learned is that, yes, he bought slaves, but he bought them to free them.
No.
He bought them to free them from the oppression that they was under.
What you talking about, Willis?
What if what you've been told that he bought slaves to free the slaves is a lie, is a flat out lie? What if that was a lie, but he actually kept the slaves and even sold slaves himself? What if that was the truth? Then what?
Well, with what I read, I didn't hear anything about him selling slaves to other people. But
no, what would you? Well,
I do know.
What would you think of that?
Know,
is what the question.
What would I think about?
Yeah, what would you think if he owned and sold black slaves? What would you think of that? You think that that's an honorable prophet of God to follow?
No, I mean, I would disagree with that. I don't.
Good.
No, I don't think that's right.
Good.
But like with what I read, is he never, when he did, he never oppressed, he never mistreated. Even the people that was captured in war, he treated with the utmost respect and
that's
people.
That's false. All of that is false. He used to sleep with his little slave girls.
I disagree with that too.
Trust me, brother. Look, you just joined Islam a few months ago, and I'm pretty sure they did not lead with, oh yeah, by the way, our honorable prophet, the moral character, sold and owned people that looked like you, and also would actually sleep with his slave girls. I'm pretty sure they didn't lead with that. They probably told you that Allah is one. There's only one Qur'an that's never been corrupted or changed, while every other book has been changed, and so on and so forth.
But brother, quick question though. It's like I've also had delved into the Bible myself, and I have noticed that whenever there was a messenger of God, whenever there was a messenger, a prophet of God, there wasn't a time. First of all, when they were sent to a wicked people, a wicked nation. And there was the guidance of their people at that time. But like, I haven't found yet a people that had accepted their prophet fully or haven't spoke ill about him. So it's like, to me, it's common that, it would make sense that if Prophet Muhammad is the real last prophet, people gonna speak ill about him. And I mean, there's been 1,400 years
people spoke ill about him all the time,
to throw dirt on his name. Like, but I can't.
Yusuf. People spoke bad about him. I'm about to show you all of this. Everything that you've learned about Islam, it's a lie. I'm about to show it all to you. I know it's probably going to be, like me saying this is like, it means nothing. All right. So let me show you about the slavery. Okay. Because we both agree that this is not something that somebody of God would do, or that God would ordain this. Now watch this, bro. So this is Sahih Muslim 1602. Now, do you see where it says chapter?
Yes.
You see this? You see this part? Okay, this is what it says, right? This is the name of the chapter that this hadith falls under. This is the context. It says the permissibility of selling animals for animals of the same kind and of different quality. Okay. Now watch what the hadith says, talking about selling animals for animals, brother. Jabir reported, there came a slave and pledged allegiance to Allah's apostle on migration. He, the prophet, did not know that he was a slave. Then there came his master and demanded him back, whereupon Allah's apostle said, sell him to me. And he bought him for 2 black slaves. And he did not afterwards take allegiance from anyone until he had asked him whether he was a slave. So notice here, he didn't buy him with like dollar bills or coin. He bought this non-black slave for 2 black slaves. So notice the quality worth.
Hold on, man.
2 black slaves is worth 1 non-black slave, right? And so Muhammad sold these 2 black slaves to another slave owner.
Oh man,
this is Islam, bro.
I don't know how strong that hadith is, though.
Oh, brother, this is Sahih Muslim. So meaning Sahih is authentic, obviously, right? And when it comes to the hadith books, You got the 6 main authentic hadith books, right? The first one is Sahih al-Bukhari. That's number one authentic,
right.
you know. Second, right under that is Sahih Muslim.
Right.
And that's what we just read out of, Sahih Muslim. And by the way, just to show you how Sahih, how authentic this hadith is, this isn't the only place it shows up. Let me show you.
I mean, it's at Sunnah.com, so that's what they feed into the mainstream. It's mainstream.
Yep, it's mainstream, but not just that, bro. Watch. That it's not just Sahih Muslim, it's all over the place, bro. Look. These are all hadith that say the same thing. Sunan an-Nasai, right? The Prophet said, "Sell him to me," and he bought him for 2 black slaves.
But how could he buy a slave with 2 black slaves? That's crazy to me.
Because it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. The 2 black slave is worth 1 non-black slave.
But on his last sermon, he talked about how no black is superior over the white, and no white is superior.
That's a lie, bro.
Black, no Arab is superior to a non-Arab. No,
bro, that's a myth. That's a myth. That's a myth. There is no last sermon where he preached that. That's what they tell you guys. That never happened. There's no hadith that says that.
Damn, man. Like, I'm
not lying to you. You know, I would acknowledge if that existed.
I just don't think that he's capable of certain things. Like, I feel like there was an infiltration within Islam at some point, just like it happened with Judaism and Christianity.
Nah, brother, it's your idea of Muhammad. You have a particular idea of Muhammad. You have a picture of Muhammad in your head of how he behaves, his character, like, you know who he is, but you don't know Muhammad. You don't know him, bro. When you read the sources, this is who he is.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you know what I mean? I read up on his biography and his character and everything, brother. Like, in the way that he carried himself, I feel like he is incapable of, maybe he could be capable
where did you
of
read about
committing minor sins.
Where did you read about this?
Sins.
Where did you read about this?
Islamic scriptures, it's Islamic literature.
But what kind are you talking about? Brochures, propaganda? Because notice what I showed you. We went straight to the horse's mouth, right? It wasn't no secondary, third source, or no. It was straight, authentic hadith from the Sunnah sources itself. You feel me? So this is what we know about Muhammad right here. I don't know what maybe you have seen or what pamphlet or article maybe you have read about, you know, that boosts Muhammad's character and throws, you know, little sprinkles and rainbows on top of it. But that's not Muhammad. This is Muhammad. The one who sells black slaves, the one who sleeps with his slave. You want me to show you that he slept with his slave girls?
I feel like that's the straw man, though, man.
Straw man? Ain't no straw man here, man. We just read. The only thing
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and I know what you just showed me. And man.
When Muslims do dawah, their version of evangelism, they are allowed to lie and deceive if they believe doing so will help them to convert people to Islam. If Islam is the truth, why does it need to hide behind lies? This is one of many reasons why people are leaving Islam in ever-increasing numbers.
It is happening. It is happening continuously. It is going to become an avalanche.